Hey guys, how you doing? Only got a minute. I'm trying to do more of these, these like videos, because stuff I usually write down, people say that would go better in video. So trying to do that. Um, so today I was writing an article, and when I pulled into to the place where I decided to pull over and write the article, there were two big old trucks, and they were both kind of over the line. So me and my car, trying to fit in there, it was like I was if I put it right between the lines like I wanted to, then I was gonna make it to where one guy couldn't get in his big old truck. I mean, this is Indiana, man. Everybody's got huge trucks. It's crazy. Anyway, and I was just thinking about like, trying not to stereotype the imaginary drivers of these trucks, but doing it anyway, and thinking about what they would think about all the Bernie Sanders stuff on my car and all, just Stephen King says, I teach my mind to misbehave. I think that's just what writers' minds do. You imagine all these different scenarios, and sometimes you come up with something, some angle or whatever. Anyway, so I go in, I write for about 3 hours, drink a bunch of coffee, if you can't tell, and then I come back out to my car, and those two trucks are both gone, but a different truck is there, and it's a really huge truck. It's parked in the space next to me, and I could see that the guys talking to who I assumed to be his wife, and they were pointing at my stickers, and they were talking. Now, I get a lot of that, and initially I was actually feeling, I'm sorry, Shay, I'm gonna get a tripod. I'm trying to just hold this thing, and I can only hold it with one arm. My shoulder's really tired. Believe it or not, it's just like, just holding something in front of you for a long time. I mean, for me, my shoulder freaking gets tired. Isn't that crazy? Um, Big dude, you think would have stronger shoulders, but whatever. So I come out there and at first I'm feeling kind of defensive, and then I was just like, don't be like that, don't be like that, and I just was like, be positive, see the humanity in these people. These people are not evil, they're people, and trying to remind myself of that all the time, because on the internet especially, we can get so caught up in judging people based upon things that are really superficial, like who they vote for and how they feel about certain programs or whatever, and we divide a lot, and that is all based out of fear, and it's really pointless. And so, you know, trying to always as a being a better person and overcoming that because it's based in fear. So I'm coming out there, and they're maybe I can hold it like that. Anyway, and they are looking at my car, and they're pointing, and I'm assuming they're being derogatory, but who knows? And I go out there, and I said, I am so sorry for parking like that, because you remember I had parked over the line. I said, I'm so sorry for parking like that. Every time I see people park like that, I always think, why? And I was just doing it because when I pulled in, the guy wouldn't have been able to get out of his car if I didn't. So I parked over the line. I said, you know how these Bernie Sanders people are, always taking theirs and yours too, just trying to make him laugh. And it worked. He laughed. And he said, uh, why does it say Bernie Sanders 2020? And I said, he might run again. He said he might. I said, we'll see how Trump does. I said, if Trump does great, then he won't need to. But if he's not, then I think Bernie's going to have to come back and run again. Oh, God, I cannot hold this thing. Cannot hold it still. Like, my arms are just completely shot from being in the gym today, so ridiculous as that is, but it's hard for me to hold this up without it shaking. I'm getting a tripod. Okay, anyway, but they chuckled, and I knew once they chuckled, like, things are going to be cool, and he said he might as well run again. He's got nothing better to do. And I said, well, he's a kind of a big deal in the Senate. I said, that's an important job, right? He nodded, and you can tell it like and I said, but, let's just hope Trump does a good job. Let's just hope he does a good job. And his wife said, what did she say? She said, we needed something different. That's what she said. I think that's a great sentiment. That's all she said. We needed something different. 4 words in the whole conversation. And I think she summed up, the attitude of, I think, most Trump voters. And I don't think these people are, blatantly racist or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure they have some views, people do. And we got to bring those out, and I think that this thing is going to bring them out and get America talking. And anyway, so and I said to him, I said, you know what? I think it's better for our country than if Hillary had been elected. I really do. And they both nodded, and then we were just in agreement. And I do believe that. As much as I you know, as much as I dislike, anyway, I got to be wrapping it up. I don't want to get too much into the Trump Hillary thing. I can see the benefits and of both of them losing or both of them winning, whatever. It's complicated. It's over. It doesn't matter anymore. The speculation point doesn't matter. Point is, this is what we got. And those people that voted for Trump, we cannot put them all in a box and make them our, sorry, I get the reflection off my glass. I see that. It's probably annoying. So much to learn. Anyway, but we can't put them all in a box and think they're all a bunch of racists and just have attitudes towards them. It's not going to help us. We have to find a way to love those people. They're working people. There's extreme ones, I know. There are extreme ones. We know about those. That's a different thing. I'm talking about 95% of the people that voted for Donald Trump, the people that just want to get ahead in life and have been working really hard. They're not our enemies. And we're not their enemies. We have to remember that. We have to reach across. Goes for the Hillary people too. We're all on the same side. We need to stop. I know I've been gloating a little bit. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to be better. We need to work together. Hey, we love you guys. Gotta go.